Stop. Right now, do one thing. Imagine for a moment that all your diplomas disappeared. All your certificates. All your IQ scores. That entire pile of papers that supposedly says something about you. Imagine they are simply gone. You are standing naked in front of reality. Who are you? What can you do? What moves through you? This question is where quantum consciousness begins. Not with answers. With the question that tears off all the decorations. From childhood, we are pushed into the same funnel. Pass the test. Get the score. Memorize the correct answer. Repeat what the authority said. And then you get a piece of paper that supposedly confirms your intelligence. But look at this construct soberly. IQ tests do not measure intelligence. They measure how well you solve puzzles created by the same systemic people. You can have an IQ of 160 and be completely dead inside. You can have 3 academic degrees and never once feel what you are truly living for. Why? Because the system only values what can be weighed, counted, and sold. But consciousness values something entirely different. It doesn't care about your diploma. It cares about what processes you are running through yourself right here and now. Quantum consciousness is not a theory from a textbook. It is a state where you stop being just a cog and become a conduit. You are not memorizing dead information. You are channeling a living current. And this current begins to change the reality around you. Without your permission, without a diploma, without asking any scientific community. I have worked with hundreds of people, and I have seen an iron law. The most profound, awakened, powerful people are not those who defended a dissertation. They are those who passed through real-life initiations, through pain, through loss, through inner death and rebirth. They didn't sit in lectures about consciousness. They fell into layers of themselves from which you emerge a completely different being. And that is where personality is born. Not a mask with a diploma, but a personality with a capital P. What is personality in my architecture? It is the manifested divine essence that cultivates qualities, not collecting papers, not ticking boxes, but truly cultivating qualities like a master who polishes one movement for years. You did not come into this world to memorize a textbook. You came to cultivate a specific spectrum of qualities: patience, compassion, clarity, firmness, the ability to see the essence, the ability to hold frequency when everything around you collapses. This is your true diploma. No university can issue it, but it is visible to everyone who comes into contact with you. It is visible on the field level. And when you begin to consciously undergo these lessons, not as a victim, but as a student, a colossal thing happens. Gifts and talents that were sleeping begin to open inside you. Not the talents you can list on a resume, but the ones that fountain through you when you are simply in your natural state. Have you ever noticed this? Sometimes a person opens their mouth, and you just freeze, not because they showed off their erudition, but because purity moved through them, truth moved through them, and you feel it even through the screen. This is an awakened gift. One person has the gift of clear hearing. They hear your pain through and through. Another has the gift of gathering space. They walk into chaos, and everything suddenly falls into place. A third has the gift of the word. Not a memorized word, not a pompous word, but the word that stitches through you and remains inside like a seed that later sprouts. These gifts have nothing to do with your education. They have to do with how clean you are as a channel. And here we come to the most important word I want to leave with you today. Radiance. Hear it. Not work. Not obligation. Not I have to. Radiance. You are letting light move through your action. You are in a state where you are not toiling, but creating. You are not squeezing a result out of yourself, but becoming a conduit through which the result comes easily, because it is not your personal project. It is the project of consciousness. And when you are attuned to it, a second, a third, a 10th wind opens up in you. People around you feel this. They don't understand what exactly is different about you, why it is common next to you, why answers come next to you, why your presence heals. But you are simply radiating. You are simply in your tech passport, fulfilling your function, and through you flows an energy that never ends. And in this state, you no longer need external validation, not a diploma, not a title, not likes. The feeling inside you is enough. You know you are in your place, and this knowing is stronger than any document. Let's draw the line. This world is overheated with people who have regalia. They have papers, they have status, but they have no fire, no electricity that makes space change. And now, in the era of transition, the value of these papers is racing to zero. You see it yourself. The system is crumbling. Its institutions are bursting at the seams. And in this turbulence, only the one with an inner core survives. The one who has cultivated real qualities, who knows their gifts, who radiates instead of imitating activity. So, if you are now feeling that you are somehow not right, if you are feeling that you don't fit in, if your soul is howling from all these systemic games, congratulations. You are not broken. You are awakening. And the question you must ask yourself today is not what is my IQ, but what qualities am I cultivating right now? What does consciousness want to upgrade through you this month, this year? What gifts are knocking from inside and asking to come out? And most importantly, when was the last time you radiated? When did you do something not for money, not for status, but simply because you could not do it? Because it poured through you like light. That is where your true value lies. That is your true diploma. It cannot be faked. It cannot be bought. It can only be lived. And when you begin to live this way, you become invisible to the old system. Its hooks, its fears, its you must no longer catch you. You step out from under the fractal reset. You become an instrument, the one through whom the new world flows. Activate this in yourself. Not tomorrow. Not when you get another certificate. Now. Say to yourself aloud, I am a conduit. I am cultivating qualities. My gifts are awakening. I radiate in my trajectory. And watch what begins to happen. Reality will respond instantly. Because on this frequency, it has been waiting for you for a long time. If this resonated, subscribe to this channel. Because we go deeper from here. We break down the architecture of consciousness without demagoguery or rose-colored glasses. An engineering approach to awakening. And let your diploma become the state you have lived, not a piece of paper you hung on the wall. See you. Radiate.